Juvenile charged in connection to a recent shooting inside the Holyoke Mall has been held without the right to bail.
And we're also told that the Hampden District Attorney's Office is pushing for a change.
Western Mass News reporter Reagan Locree joins us live in Holyoke this evening with the very latest. Reagan.
Yeah, that's right, Chris and Amanda. So the attorney I spoke with today says in general terms, it's very likely that the teen suspect involved in this case may face an indictment and be charged similar to an adult. The 17-year-old from Springfield appeared before a judge on Monday, where he was ordered to be held without the right to bail following a dangerousness hearing. The teen is charged in connection to a shooting that happened at the Holyoke Mall back on Friday, July 25th. If you remember, around 4:30 p.m. on that fateful Friday evening, a Holyoke Mall security officer saw a suspect allegedly shoplifting and alerted Holyoke police officers working a detail assignment inside the mall. When officers approached the suspect near the Round 1 entrance, the juvenile pulled out a gun. Preliminary investigation indicates that both the suspect and one officer fired. The officer was not hit. The 17-year-old suspect sustained at least one gunshot wound. The Hampden District Attorney's Office tells Western Mass News they intend to seek a youthful offender indictment as the investigation continues. On Tuesday, we spoke with local attorney Dan Kelly to help explain what exactly that means.
Juvenile court is closed to the public. The proceedings there are not just closed to the public, but when they're over, they're sealed so that minor crimes that juvenile offenders commit, the public is not aware of them, and to some great extent, as they become adults, all those records become sealed. In this case, there's a law on the books that allows the government to seek indictment if you're between the ages of 14 and 18 for some major crimes like this one.
Kelly adds that the juvenile suspect would then be indicted into the Superior Court, and the case would be handled in the public eye as if the defendant was an adult.
And they face the same penalties as adults, with the caveat that they won't serve time in an adult facility until they are actually adults themselves.
Attorney Kelly tells us, in his opinion, this case falls within the normal range in terms of cases the Hampden District Attorney's Office would typically seek a youthful offender indictment for.
They have a staff that takes these types of things seriously. Holyoke has a police chief that is very good and very strict. So when you have an individual discharging a firearm in a crowded mall at a police officer, I think that this is something that certainly would give rise to a youthful offender indictment under normal circumstances.
So how likely is it the 17-year-old will in fact be indicted?
Very likely. Generally speaking, when the DA's office, under any conditions, seeks an indictment, generally speaking, it is returned by the grand jury. Inside the grand jury, defendants are not afforded the right to counsel, and there is no judge, there's no defense attorney. It's just one version of the facts.
Now, this incident remains under investigation, and be sure to stick with Western Mass News both on air and online for the latest updates in this case. Reporting live in Holyoke, Reagan Locree for Western Mass News.